So unfortunately we had a little bit of a setback today. When we arrived in Atlanta on Friday night, we found a really good deal for an overnight lot where we could park our car and stay for 2 days for 10 bucks. So we parked our car in this lot and left it here for 2 days, came back this morning, and there was a boot on it. So we were like, what the hell? Like, we paid in advance, why would there be a boot? So we're gonna try to move past this for now. We're gonna go spend the rest of our day in Atlanta before we head over to Savannah. But Beep's taking some pictures and we're gonna dispute it later. Maybe they'll be nice to us because we're on our honeymoon, I don't know. So that's how our morning started. So we just finished our tour of MLK's house and his birthplace. There was no photo or video in there. I feel like there's been a lot of instances where we're like, we can't show you, I'm sorry. But it was really cool. I'm glad we visited his house and got to see just how he grew up and how his whole family grew up. I was surprised that their house was actually really big. It was huge. And the Kings were very wealthy for their time and had a lot of luxuries like central heating and when it was introduced, like indoor plumbing and stuff like that, that was not a guarantee for a lot of people. And King's grandparents went to college, which was really surprising to me because I didn't know many people at all went to college at that time. So his entire family was educated and he had a lot of leaders in his home. His father and his grandfather were part of the NAACP. So it makes sense the more you learn about his history, how he came to be the person that he became. Right. So that was awesome. I'm glad we did that. We are now on our way out of Atlanta, but before we leave for good, we are going to do a quick stop over in East Atlanta, which we heard is pretty cool. And then our tradition to visit a Georgia Trader Joe's. Oh, right. We got to do that. Forgot. The food has landed at our go-see. Vegan scramble. I got some biscuits and some grits. Okay, so East Atlanta is very much like Brooklyn. The end. Beyond that, there's a lot of local stores and restaurants, and it feels kind of like Asheville in a way. What do you think of East Atlanta, Little Beep? I like it. It's cool. There are a lot of great little restaurants and bars and stuff. I haven't seen too much shopping, but plenty of like hairdressers and tattoo parlors. So it's all about like treating yourself. What are you doing? I'm photographing the brand new Alida Hotel in downtown Savannah. Look at this place though, oh my gosh. I feel like every place we've stayed has been gorge. Look at this bed. Look at it. Just look at it. An artist at work. When we checked in, they served us 2 glasses of bubbles. It's also great because Savannah is an open container city, which means you're allowed to take these on the road and drink them on the road. So I should have gotten beer and wine at the Trader Joe's. Beep, why didn't you do that? Oh my god, there's another mirror here, holy shit. And the bathroom is also very nice. I mean, nice, excuse me. There Beep goes, he's still getting more shots. This is a beautiful hotel though. One of the really cool things about this hotel is that each night you stay with them, you get a coupon for 2 free draft beers. And the 2 that we ordered tonight is one that's made specifically for the hotel, you can't get it anywhere else, and another which is brewed 2 blocks away. So I feel like we're trying to be very local this trip. Oh, and here they come.
So Service Brewery IPA.
Great. Thanks a lot. Thank you. So first up is some roasted fried cauliflower and broccolini. super cute broccolini. Doesn't broccolini just sound cute?
It's much better than broccoli.
Broccolini? Oh, I just want to like hug it.
Good morning. It is the first morning in Savannah, Georgia. We got in late last night. Did we vlog last night?
We did a little bit.
Oh, we vlogged in the hotel room.
Yeah, but then we immediately went out to the only gay club and bar in Savannah. But despite the fact that it's the only one, it was a great one.
It was really fun. They had a drag show, like 4 or 5 drag performers. They had karaoke. The drinks were reasonably priced.
It was really well attended too.
For a Sunday night especially.
Yeah, so that was a lot of fun. And the best part, it was like right across the street from our hotel. So we were able to just
super
like
convenient.
wander home, didn't need a car or anything like that. We woke up a little bit later today because of that. And are now on our way to Old Savannah trolley tours. Alright, so we ended our trolley tour. We didn't take that much footage from the trolley because guess what? Footage from a moving vehicle does not look that good.
Nope.
We are now walking down Broughton Street, which I don't even know if that's how it's pronounced, but we're gonna roll with it. This is the closest thing they have to a main street. There are a lot of different shops. It also looks like maybe the most commercial. Like I see like a McDonald's.
By far. I feel like most of the shops we saw were pretty local, whereas here I see McDonald's, Starbucks. I did see a couple of really cool looking movie theater marquees though, so we should go walk by those.
Excited for that. So far though, I'm loving Savannah. I love all of the parks. There are so many squares and they all have like different histories to them. Pee-pee, what'd you see? What'd you see?
I see a movie theater marquee.
You like doing this, right?
One of my favorite things to do whenever we visit a new city is to find a little independent movie theater. And when we were on the trolley tour, I saw this one up ahead. So I just want to check it out. This is cool. It looks like it's a theater that was repurposed and now owned by SCAD, which is the big college down here. And they're having a film festival, which I love.
Oh.
Promoting student film.
This is one of the squares I was talking about that's just filled with amazing trees. And all of these are super old oak trees, which are just gorgeous. Gorgeous. Hello. What are you eating?
So I ordered the seared redfish.
Wow, that looks good.
It looks yummy.
So we are at Vic's on the Water in Savannah. I actually have a really nice veggie situation here with some onion rings. And we had fried green tomatoes for appetizers, which were just like, they were so juicy and sweet, and I feel like I'm in the South.
Definitely in the South. Oh my gosh.
They were really
so good.
Oh, pee-pee. How was lunch?
It was delicioso.
It was so good. We are now in a beautiful garden that is at the site of the Owens-Thomas House, which, as we understand, is the only preserved slave quarters in the Southeast. So we're going to take a tour of that. Alright, so we just came out of the Owens-Thomas House. This was once again a place where we couldn't really take any footage. We just took some pictures though. What stood out to you?
I think that this was the first time that we've been on a tour where they really integrated the contributions of the enslaved people. A lot of times when you see these fancy old houses, you just look at the architecture and the interior design and you're just thinking about like how pretty the house is. This one felt very intentional with our tour guide about like the consequences of slavery and how they contributed to like the creation of the houses and the communities and basically the South.
Very striking balance of like, wow, it's gorgeous, but also at what cost? It's tough to go to these museums and experience this stuff because for me it really hurts to see this, but I think it's also good that we're having some education on it. Mm-hmm. I love walking only downtown areas.
Say that again, I don't know what you're talking about.
I love walking only downtown areas.
No, what are only downtown areas?
Walking only.
You mean, oh,
downtown areas.
Are they referring to pedestrian only?
Yeah, that is.
Walking only.
This is a cookie store called Birds in Savannah, Georgia. And everything is made here in Savannah, Georgia.
Is this by the sound? Or you just choose whichever one you want? Just like fill it up? It seems too good to be true.
Okay, so we went to the Birds Museum.
It was not a museum.
Cookie.
No, cookie, there you
store.
go.
Shop.
Since we just bought a bunch of cookies, we figured it was the right time to go to get some ice cream.
Duh. We're going to Leopold's, which is actually like world famous. I had even heard about it before coming to Savannah.
Goodness.
So,
did you just say Savannah in a southern accent?
No.
Like Savannah?
Nope. So we're gonna go get some Leopold's ice cream because it is apparently so good, and they have added vegan flavors to their repertoire.
Very true.
Which I appreciate.
I appreciate it on behalf of you.
Oh, thanks. Day 17 of waiting in line for Leopold's.
Still
We've broken through the outer defenses and are almost inside.
Hey Beef, what'd you get?
I got a vegan granola with chopped almonds on it.
Ooh.
My vegan Sunday.
And then I got what they called the Cocoa Leopold, which was, I got to choose my ice cream. It was peanut butter chip doused with homemade hot cocoa.
That looks really good.
You think so?
It looks messy too. So, what did you think of the world famous Leopold's?
Oh my gosh, it was delicious.
It was actually really good.
And I don't think I've ever had ice cream served with hot cocoa on top of it, but it was so good. I've never thought to do that before.
It was like a children's affogato.
You forgot what?
Okay. The marriage lasted 10 days. You can just hop into the river. Go ahead. All right, bye. The vegan ice cream was actually phenomenal. It was like light and creamy at the same time, which is usually a hard balance to strike. I feel like a lot of vegan ice creams I've had are really like heavy because like they're super coconut based. This one was also coconut based, but I don't know. They just like struck a good recipe.
This was something that I actually kind of want to go back and have a second time because it was that good.
Whoa.
So, I eat a lot of desserts and usually I'm content with once, but I would go back and get Leopold's again. Can you not do that?